shaking, everyone? Welcome back to Mindset Motivated with Sifu Zack George and yours truly, Robert Bruski, the podcast where we talk about all things mindset and motivation related, okay? And I'm just making sure my mic doesn't fall off there. I'm super excited about this episode. This episode is about purposelessness, not having a purpose.
Purposelessness.
And the reason why I'm excited about talking about purposelessness is because for lack of a better word, it's your why. What's the purpose, right? And I think a lot of the things that we talk about, whether it's depression or addiction or, making sure you're in the right mindset in the morning or how to deal with difficult things or success or failure, all that, culminates around having a purpose and knowing your why, knowing what you're out to do, right? And there's so many people that seem to have incredible struggles in their life. Like there's a guy that we were just checking out on the internet who has no arms and legs, and he still has a purpose. His purpose is to go out there and, inspire people to do wonderful things, inspire people to do remarkable things. That's his purpose. Maybe your purpose is to, make people more healthy and provide fitness for them. Maybe your purpose is something very grand, like changing the world, or maybe it's something very small, like just making sure that the people around you are...
Being a good son.
Yeah, being a good son.
Father. Not small, simple.
Simple, there we go, simple.
Simple purpose.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I think we all want to be a part of, and we all want to be of service, and we all want to have a purpose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I have a lot of people in my life that I love. Some have a lot of purpose, and some don't.
Yep.
And that's okay. You're at where you're at. Not everybody has to be, right on point, do or die. That they have a purpose and conviction. However, I find it a lot more interesting being around people that have this purpose.
Yep.
Because purposelessness breeds trouble.
Sure does.
People with purpose want to get better. People with purposelessness want to feel better. So
Okay.
those are two different ways that my actions are going to go that day.
Okay.
Right? Purpose, I'm going to make sacrifices. I'm going to do things that are inconvenient for a greater purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Purposelessness, I'm not going to make sacrifices. When the slightest little thing inconveniences me, that I perceive it inconveniences me, I'm going to recoil from it. I'm going to watch Jerry Springer. I'm going to talk about other people.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at other people and think that they should be treating me better. I'm going to watch other people and say the way that they should be parenting their kids or teaching their program or running their business. Why? Because I have purposelessness.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to stay away from people where I get drawn into where we're talking about other people. We're talking about how the government is, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but, really, I don't even watch the news.
Yeah, stop doing that too. That's depressing.
Because we have a purpose in the day. And then all of a sudden, we bring in all these things, and now what's the purpose?
Yeah.
The ocean's cooking, we're gonna get blown up with a nuke, whatever, solar flares, what's the purpose in all this, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm distracted in my purpose and my energy. We only have so much energy. So that energy it's gotta go somewhere. If I don't have a purpose, and you don't have a purpose, your brain will create one.
It's so important. Like you've got to have that purpose, that why for what you're doing.
You notice that there's a lot more drama with people that, are unemployed, and the drama that comes out of that. It's as opposed to somebody that's busy. They have people depending on them. They have a place to be. They have a goal to aspire to. Are they causing drama? Not usually. They're too busy trying to serve that purpose. In my opinion, and you know what? You can comment if you disagree with me.
Comment below.
Yeah, if you think that, you know, having purposelessness keeps you out of trouble, you know, I'm happy to hear why. But in my opinion, the lack of purpose is when I'm going to find something to do, because thoughts, energy, it's in our human nature to have some sort of fight or some sort of thing that we have to get through. And if there's nothing, we will create our own problems.
Yeah, you know what? I think everyone has a purpose, especially if you're a person who's faith-based, and there's a number of faiths around the world. You can easily just find what your purpose is. But I think the distinguishing factor is a lot of people don't know what their purpose is, even though they have it, and so they don't know which direction.
That's okay.
Yeah, and so, yeah, you're right, that is okay. But if you want to find your purpose, if you want to figure out what it is, there's this great video I saw on the internet by Simon Sinek.
Yeah,
right?
Let's hear
and
it.
Simon Sinek said, reach out to your closest friends. This cannot be your family. This cannot be your siblings or anything like that, because you're going to get false answers. But reach out to your closest friends and ask them this question. And the question is, why are we friends? What do you like about me? Right? Their initial response is going to be like, hi, you know, like, I don't know, why are you asking me that question? And you just keep digging. And they're going to say something very much like, oh, well, you're funny and all this sort of stuff. That's not the answer. You keep digging. And what you'll notice is very soon that conversation will change from you to them. And they will...
The way that you affect them.
Exactly. And then out of that, you will be able to pull out your purpose or your why, you know? Because they're your friends, you're with them.
It's just like when the counselor asks you, why do you guys love each other? And then you start talking about, well, they make me feel good.
Yeah.
They are always here for me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And you'll come to that sort of conclusion as to, you know, you hang out with me because I'm funny. That's not the purpose. But maybe my funniness makes you feel happy, makes you feel alive. And from that, you can extrapolate that maybe, you know, as a stand-up comedian, my purpose is to bring joy to people's lives.
Joy.
To make people think that the world can be lighter.
So I could still be a Canada Revenue tax auditor. And still
why would you use that as an example? That's so funny. I get it.
No, you know what I mean? It's the person you dread, but you're still capable of bringing joy to people's life in your own personal life.
Yeah.
Right? Even in your daily interactions. But yeah, you're still able to do that. You know. You get what I'm saying, right?
I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, your profession doesn't have to dictate your purpose.
Doesn't have to define you,
What I'm saying. Yeah, your profession or your job or whatever you're doing right now doesn't have to be your purpose.
Yeah. And when you find that purpose, when you find that why, and you try to make that not necessarily the focal point of your life, but the fact you think of it as anything that I'm doing, does it still come back to this hub in the spoke wheel? You know, is it still serving my purpose or my why?
I think another thing too is coming back to that gratitude list.
Yeah.
Right? And finding your purpose, because gratitude's an action word, right? The things that I'm grateful for.
Verb.
If I'm grateful for my family, well, what am I doing? Do I spend time with my family? Yep. Do I interact? Do I tell them, you know, this kind of thing? Do I make sure I'm there for my kids' soccer games? Do I make sure that, you know, I'm expressing my gratitude? Maybe, you know, coming back to that will always help you point you in the right direction when you need your grassroots to find out what your purpose is and what you value, I think.
That's right. All right. Right on the bell. Everyone, Mindset Motivated with Sifu, Zack, George, and yours truly, Robert Bruski. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. And if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you reach out to us. And until next time, stay frosty.
Good job today, guys.